guys, it's Pilot Bambi and we're back at HeliAir. I've had 6 lessons so far, about 10 hours of training, and today we'll be covering all the emergency procedures.
We start taxiing out to the grass area, turn it into the wind, and we depart to that side.
Can I pick it up?
Yeah, you can.
Watch out with the tail.
Yeah. We could turn. Let's turn it here. You know, we have the obstacles. Okay, before we go, lights are out, RPMs in the green, temperature pressure in the green, and fuel is sufficient. Let's go slowly forward.
Nose forward a bit.
Forward, yeah, and then that's it. A little bit more power because we have to climb over the trees. Nose a little bit back. Yeah, and now to normal takeoff, 60 knots attitude.
Woo!
And climb out. Yeah. So let's go to Hogeveen.
Yes, let's go.
So Rosita, today we're gonna do emergencies. Yeah, well, the viewers don't know that you've actually already been flying like 10 hours, and well, we're way ahead of schedule. So we're gonna do some, well, make it more difficult for you and start with the emergencies. The first emergency we're gonna do is hydraulic fail. Well, the Raven 2 and also the Raven 1 has hydraulics. Well, and it can fail, of course. Well, it can leak or whatever. And then, well, it's going to be really hard to fly the helicopter. I mean, not flying, but land the helicopter. That's the hard part. So we're going to try that. It's funny, Rose. You've never been to Hogeveen yet?
No.
No, Holland doesn't have that many airfields.
I know. So we've been planning on doing a trip along, like, past all the Dutch airports.
Yeah.
And try to do it in a day.
What direction?
Which would be very fun. Maybe in a helicopter if I have
Yeah,
my
of
license.
course. Yeah, well, you have to fly 10 hours solo anyway.
Just do all the airports possible.
You should go to Oostwold. You've been to Oostwold?
I've been there for an air show.
Oh, okay.
But
yeah, not by yourself.
No,
not flying right.
Which is ridiculous. I mean, there's so few airports and I haven't even been to all of them. But you have to keep some things for next flights.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Hogeveen Radio, good afternoon. Helicopter Papa Delta Whiskey Whiskey.
Whiskey Hogeveen, go ahead.
Whiskey Whiskey approaching from the Huscom 3TT. Request joining and landing information.
Have you used runway 27 at right hand circuit and report downwind?
27 right hand will report downwind. Papa Whiskey Whiskey.
Okay, we're going to do the hydraulic fail. You can switch off the hydraulics. So
Hydraulics off.
something's wrong, hydraulics are shut off. And yeah, we're near an airport, so we can land on the runway.
Yeah.
As you can see, the wind is slightly from the left side of the runway. You see, you can use that at the end. That you try to get as much as wind in front of you, not from this side. Makes it only harder.
Okay, then I can descend a little to get that shallower approach.
Just slightly, yeah, because you get headwind on final, so it will start descending more quickly anyway. Yeah, just put in something like this. If it's too much, you can also cut off the turn, of course, because it's an emergency. If you're too high, well, you make a normal circuit. You know, you can do a lot of things without moving the controls all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can turn in slowly, and also you don't have to get on a certain position. So use the whole runway if necessary.
It feels very weird to turn.
yeah, I know. it's.
So I can use the wind like this?
Well, yeah, hold on the left side of the right side of the runway, and at the end, you turn it more into the wind. Yeah, so, but near the ground, your feet always has to be in your flight direction. So if you're heading that direction, your feet will be that direction. If you head that direction, you move your feet with you. Because once you touch the ground, the skids have to be in the same direction, otherwise you'd have a dynamic rollover. Nice. Don't do anything. Just let it go towards the ground. Near the ground, you raise a little bit of collective. Yeah, just put the nose a little bit up, a little bit high on airspeed. Just slowly, slowly, slow. Too much control movement. Yeah, just let it go. Let it go. Don't do anything. Don't do anything. Yeah, now you start moving the collective. A little bit up, more up. Yeah. Look forward. Don't let it get into hover. A little bit forward. If that's the direction, a little bit forward. Forward, 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 forward. Yeah, and down.
Woo!
Yeah, that was much better.
Yeah.
Nice, nice, nice. That was much better. But the end, a little bit forward on the nose. It's
Okay.
better than on the back.
So then it can slide a little bit.
Yeah, it slides better that way. Okay, you can turn on the hydraulics again.
All right.
Yeah, so first part, no more big movements. Just let it fly towards the ground.
Yeah, it feels very weird because especially in the turns, it really wants to make it a bigger input than I want. But then I should just let it go.
Just let it, just a little bit slow movements and yeah, slow movements, small movements. Sorry for my English.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, let's go. The next thing we're going to do is our hydraulic fail. So we have a failure with the hydraulics, sorry, governor fail.
Yeah.
My mistake. Governor failure. You see the light starts burning?
Yes.
It means the governor is not working anymore.
We still see that the RPM is the same.
Yeah. But as we saw on the way here, you still have, the correlator doesn't always work that well. So you still have to look on it and maybe manipulate a little bit. Slowly. So again, shallow approach. So at the end of downwind or halfway downwind, already start descending slightly.
Oh, and then just small inputs with the.
Yeah, because we're a little bit high. Start.
Okay, pushing the collective down a little bit.
Yeah. Can turn into base here. Just not that steep turns. Just everything slowly and relaxed. Well, you see now it's like 15 manifold around. Almost, it doesn't really matter. But you see that the RPMs are really good, so you can just maintain it. We can reduce them a little bit more airspeed, get to the 60, like in the normal final airspeed.
Then I'll push
a little bit down, but once you do that, keep an eye on your RPMs. Yeah.
Because we're coming in quite high now.
Yeah. Don't lower your nose to final. Keep it on the 60. That's it.
Papa with whiskey, final 27.
So you see now, 13. It's on the lower side of the green, but that's okay.
A tiny bit extra, or?
No, just keep it, maintain it, because once you get more power, normally it wants to overcompensate, and the RPMs will go up a little bit. If it doesn't, well, then we have to manipulate, okay? But just maintain it like this. Again, as the hydraulic fill, fly it towards the runway, then start finishing the exercise. So don't start finishing the exercise here already.
Can I lower the collective a little more?
No, just keep it. We'll end up the runway, don't we?
Yeah.
It's better to reduce airspeed then a little bit, if it's too much. Just wait. It will go down because of loss of translational lift. Yeah, that's it. Now, raise collective, of course, and get it into hover. You can use the winds from our left side.
I can turn to the left a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit. You see, now, and start letting. You see it's overcompensating, so lower in the RPMs, but doesn't matter because we have to go down anyway and lower the collective slowly. And it's overcompensating, that's why the RPMs are dropping right now. Okay.
Alright! But it's crazy that it can still kind of keep up even without the electric governor.
Yeah, it still works, Of course, it doesn't do the nice fine-tuning anymore. You have to do it yourself if you want to. But, well, at the end, don't pay attention for landing, because as you saw, once you get in, put in more power for the hover, you saw it undercompensating, so the RPMs drop a little bit, but doesn't matter.
Actually, it's just making the small movements, and then it will kind of stay in the right RPM setting, and then...
Well, now once you're in a hover, you have to land anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it doesn't really matter anymore, the RPMs.
Yeah, but so the approach, you keep very small movements, and then when you're in the hover, then you want to land it as soon as you're landing it immediately.
Yeah, well, you want to land it, not get too quick on it, but yeah. You have not pay attention, because they won't undercompensate, so the RPMs will go up, Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
I can pick it up again?
you can pick it up again. Okay, the wind is from my left side, as you can see. Now it's your turn to take off. So hardly any inputs of power, because then the wind tends to work on the helicopter. Yeah, that's it. A little bit left.
So now we feel translational?
Yeah, and now you continue. Keep this altitude. More airspeed, nice. And now we're at 45, nose to 60 altitude. That's it,
Now the
left bit, that's it, nice.
Woo.
As you know, I'm an examiner as well. If they do it with a skill test like this, I get a big smile. I see, yeah. This person knows how to fly a helicopter.
Woo! Okay, I'm gonna bring it to 21 inch and then turn it right.
Yep. Next exercise, Rosita, it's a hard one. The stuck pedal. Okay, so we have a stuck pedal now. It's almost center position. You cannot move the pedals anymore, so you have to do everything with couple, with power.
Yeah.
You see, we're flying a little bit on the side, and you can see we're doing it normally. We do a sort of controllability check. So if we lower collective, the nose will go to the left. That's it. And when we raise collective, nose will go to the right. So where do you want to have the nose on final? What's the best position?
Well, you want to have it to the left because when you pull collective,
Holstein radio,
the nose will go to the right.
Echo Charlie Papa uniform, passing the FAM.
That's correct. So raise collective, when you get into a more, when you lose translational lift, you have more power, so your nose will turn to the right. So if your nose is already on the right, well, things will turn up badly. So the only way to land is by auto rotation.
Yeah.
When it's on the left side, we can do a sort of procedure, so we can still land it almost normally. Well, it depends on the wind and what the position of the pedals are, but...
So I can't do anything with pedal right now, and
no,
then we're coming in high, so I'll bring the...
Yeah, make it a shallow approach again, lower the collective a little bit, so it feels really funny. Oh, for you've been used to flying aircraft, so
a little bit like
slip,
a slip.
Yeah.
I feel the speed is kind of building up.
Yeah, don't look at the airspeed indicator, it doesn't work anymore because
Yeah.
the toe is not correctly into the wind.
So I have it to the left right now.
So that's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if it's this far to the left, well, we can lose a lot of airspeed when we're on the ground, or near the ground, so on the ground, near the ground. But so the first thing we're doing is we're gonna, well, lose our vertical speed and try to get this line, fly this line about 1 meter high. May reduce a little bit of airspeed, yeah, I have a lot of, but maintain the airspeed. You see? Try to get this fly a line. The wind is from the left, so that's a good thing. So now you reduce a little bit of airspeed. Don't go to the ground yet, then we have a dynamic rollover. See, you can raise a little bit of collective.
Yeah, and then it'll go to the right a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. And keep this airspeed. You see, it's still not good, so a little bit more airspeed. Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit more airspeed, yeah. And you see, yeah, we can take this line as well, you see?
Yeah.
And then slowly towards the ground, a little bit forward with the nose, yeah.
Woo!
And slowly down and lower your
That's
collective.
feels so strange.
Well, for a first time, well, really good, really well, yeah.
Woo!
But
Cool.
It's funny, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we have a luck that there's a lot of wind from the left side, so our nose will stay to the left, so we can reduce a lot of airspeed. That's a good thing. What we can use also, if we're near the ground, we can also turn the helicopter into the wind. That will help us as well.
Yeah.
But
and I can really feel, pull it, the collective up. You can really feel that that turn to the right.
Delta Papa uniform, right, downwind 27.
So we're gonna do an auto rotation now.
Yeah,
for the
I'll
viewers.
climb to 1,000.
Yeah, make it 1,000 for the. Yeah, makes it a little bit easier, more time to get in the correct position. For the viewers, we've been doing a couple of them because in the some of the reactions were, oh, you're not supposed to do them that quickly. That's right. Normally you don't do it at the first one, at the first trial lesson. That's correct, but there was something special. So we've been doing a couple of them right now. We're going to continue training them, of course. 1,000 feet. when you start doing your rotation, look outside. Don't look straight in at the gauges.
Yes.
Look outside. That's where it happens. Put in an attitude. What you think is like 67 is not important yet. It's this airspeed is only important when you start flaring.
I'm gonna start turning it, by the way.
Yeah, very good. So look outside. Put in an attitude. Lower your collective. And the first thing you do is you get the RPMs to 100. Normally it will rise. If you're alone, it won't rise at all. If you're very heavy, it will rise straight away. So it depends on weight. So manipulate with your collective to the 100%. Once that happens, you fine-tune your airspeed. You maintain it near the ground, and then we start flaring and doing the rest of your rotation.
Okay.
Yeah, you can turn it final here.
Papa is cruising, turning final runway 27, simulated auto rotation.
The wind is from the left. So what we do is put it, auto rotation it on the right side, and at the end we turn it more into the wind, and then we start flaring.
Okay.
See, we don't turn it all the way, but you know, a little bit. Look outside. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, the throttle's off. Your RPM's a little bit on the high side. You can raise a little bit, yeah, just a little bit. You see the lag.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. You see the airspeed. That's good, huh? I mean, it's like 60, 70. That's correct. This is nice. Just a little bit nose. Don't pull your attitude back. We need the airspeed for the flare. Go a little bit to the left. Now turn just a slightly. Yeah. This is a good height. Start flaring. Just go. Yeah. Maintain your attitude. Maintain. Power. A little bit power. More forward.
Woo!
Hoppa. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a whole lot more tricky if you also have the wind coming from
the left side. Yeah. That's correct.
Yeah.
Of course, it's the best when we have fully headwind and a lot of it. That's the most easy one. But yeah, since we have wind from the left, try to make as much advance use as possible. So we have to turn a little bit into the wind. Makes it a little bit easier.
That was really intense, all the emergency procedures, and now we're at Hogeveen. I've never been here before. Refueling up the R44, and then I think we're gonna head back before all the bad weather comes in.
You can reduce some speed.
Yes. All right.
Yeah, so final approach speed about 60, nice. Angle is good. And we fly towards the cows.
Towards the cows, yeah.
Yeah. Actually, some cows are very curious. Once you're on the ground, they come walking towards you. Yeah, try them in speed. Again, over the fence, of course. You can see the wind's coming from the right side. Maintain this and land just on the side or just before the side of the square, so your tail will be free of the fence. Yeah, tail's clear. Yeah, there he is. The police 26. Okay, try to hover towards the corner. If you want to make it easier on yourself, you can turn the nose into the wind. Wind is coming from the right side. Yeah, again, you can feel it in the hover a little bit. If you almost straight, it wants to go somewhere, or it wants to turn.
Mission cancelled, just east of Nijmegen, returning back to Volkel.
Okay, is it just a little bit more this way, the wind?
No, you have to maintain it still, like this. See? Now it's down and down and down.
Well, in the meantime, I think we can finish this off. It was really fun trying all the emergency procedures.
Yeah, well, of course we did already. Some of them we did already before, and some of them were new for you. and you did really well for first time. I mean, the helicopter is still in one piece.
That's a good sign.
That's a good sign, yeah. And we continue working on the emergencies, and well, in about 10 hours you'll have 20 hours for your first solo, and we'll help you be ready then.
Woo! Well, that was it for this lesson. I hope you liked it, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!